how I make this jumbo pants for kids, and you can still use the same method to make for an adult. So don't forget to share, comment, likes, please, and subscribe to my channel. I am begging you. I will be giving you a hot one. Okay, let's dive into the video. So this is the fabric that I'm using. Yeah, you can use any fabric that you want, but this is the fabric I am using. So the width of the fabric, your hip measurement divided by 2. Divide your hip measurement by 2 to give you the bonjo effect. That is what I did. Then for the length, the length is any length that you want the trouser to be plus 1.5 inch. 1 inches for folding and ½ inches for joining the band. So right here I'm marking my starting point. Yeah, I'm marking my starting point here. I use 1 inches or ½ inches for your starting point. So I'm going to rule it down my starting point. This is where I'll be taking my measurement for. Yeah, so I am done here. So any measurement that I am measuring, you are using 3 inches band. So you subtract 3 inches away from your tape. Yeah, 2 inches away from your tape to measure my crotch depth. I'm measuring my crotch depth now. I subtracted 2 inches from my waist to measure my crotch depth, just like I'm doing like so. So my crotch depth, how to get my crotch depth, you will sit on a flat surface, chair or table to get your crotch depth. So that is how I got it. So you subtract 2 inches. The 2 inches is going to be for our band. Any measurement that you're taking, make sure that you subtract 2 inches from the up. So I'm going to measure my full length. I subtracted 2 inches from the up. You can see it from the tape. So I measured my full length for plus 1.5 inches. The ½ inches is for joining the band and 1 inch is for folding the down, the baseline. So I am measuring my full inches now, subtracting the 2 inches from the up. Remember to always subtract so that you don't have excess. So I've already measured my full inches. I drew the line. That is basically it for now. So time to get my crotch extension. Yeah, time to get my crotch extension line. To get your crotch extension, you divide your hip measurement by 4. Whatever you got, divide that thing still again by 4. That is how I got my crotch extension. Then you mark it here to make it a straight line. Whatever you got there, take it up there. Yeah, take it up. I got 2 inches. I took the 2 inches up to at that my starting line to have a straight line. Now this is my crotch extension line. So right now I'm going to give it a curve. By that angle side, I came up by 1 inches and I curve it down like an arm O curve. This is my crotch extension line. Yeah, make sure that you do it exactly like so. So now we are going in by 3 inches or 2 inches depending on what you have, what you want. I go in by 2 inches. Later I went in by 1 inch again, making it 3 inches. So you can go in by 3 inches or 2 inches at your waist side to get your hip curve, so that your trouser will not just be plain, rather it will have curve. So I went in by 3 inches later. Yeah, I went in by 3 inches and get my hip curve. Then I will now take the line down, the straight line down to the hem, just like I'm doing like this in this video. Make sure that you follow this process, both for adults and for children. This is how it's being done. So I went down, so it's now time for me to cut. Let's cut. Okay, now let's introduce the back. We're about to cut our back piece. Yeah, the back will be bigger than the front. Yeah, by the width, the back will be bigger than the front with 3 inches width. Yeah, 3 inches. I added 3 inches with. Then for the length, I added 2 inches. It is higher than the length with 2 inches, then bigger than the width with 3 inches. The length is for your buttock. You know, the back and the front are not the same. So that is why it is higher than the length with 2 inches, then bigger by the width with 3 inches for your crotch extension for the back, because the back and the front are not the same. You have your buttocks at your back. Yeah, that is basically what I'm doing here to show you what I'm cut at. So let's do the back. At the crotch extension side, you go up by 1.5 inch. You can go up by 1 inches, 2 inches, but this is a kid. I went up by 1.5 inch, depending on what you have. So we are going to slant it down to the hip side. You will slant it down, but before that, you pin it with your pin. Make sure that it is lapping together. Pin this to avoid giving you stress. Always make use of a pin as a fashion designer. Yeah, thank you, my darling. So we are going to slant the 1.5 inch, slant it down to your hip side, just like I'm doing like this in this video. Slant it down, my darling. Yeah, slant it down. Then bring it down to your crotch side, just like I'm doing like this in this video. There is no much in the back. Just follow this tutorial and you're going to get it perfectly well. Nothing hidden. So at that crotch side, you're going to come out by 2 inches. Just like I'm doing like this in this video. Because it's a kid. If it's an adult, so you can come out by 3 inches. Then you connect it from the up 1.5 inches that I went up. Connect it to the crotch depth. Connect it down to the crotch depth. Just like I'm doing like this in this video. Connect it down to form your crotch extension for the back, just like I'm doing like this in this video. I connected it down to form my crotch extension for the back. Yeah, just like I'm doing like this in this video. So I went out at the side of the back. I went out by 2 inches. I will now slant it out to the base of the dress. I will slant it down to the base. That is the hem of the dress. Just like I'm doing like this in this video. Make sure that you follow this process. You are not going. Every of your tutorial is going to turn out fine. Nothing hidden. Just make sure that you subscribe to my channel to bring you more videos. Okay, my darling. Yeah. So I slanted it down. Just like you are seeing like this in this video. Yeah. That is basically it. Now it's time for me to cut. That is all for the back. It's now time for us to cut. So let's cut, darling. Done cutting the back. Now it's time for us to move over to our pocket. Yeah, it's time for us to move out to our pocket. So I'm going to bring in your front pics. Yeah, just like I see like this in this video. Now you cut out your pocket. I will tell you to cut out 8 inches by width and 9.5 inches by length. Yeah, if it is an adult, you're going to make it 10 inches by width by 11.5 inches by length. But because my material is not enough, I did not cut it 8 inches. I cut 6 inches by width. but make sure that you make use of 8 inches by width and 9.5 inches by length. So depending on what you want. So we are going to trim the pocket side with the hip side, with the hip cuff side, just like I'm doing like this in this video, so that when fixing the pocket, it's not going to give you any problems. And you're going to hold it down with your pin, just like I'm doing like this in this video. Curve the hip side with the pocket side. The pocket, you are going to cut it into 4 pieces. 4 pieces, yeah, 4 pieces. 2 for one side and 2 for the other side. And then you curve it like so in the hip side, so that when fixing, it's not going to give you any problem. So it's now time for you to trim it out, just like I'm doing like this in this video. Cut it very well, trim it down. Done. So that is how to basically do this. So at the hip side that you curve, I am marking it this chalk so that I will know the hip side, so that while fixing it, I'm going to attach the hip side with the curve, so it's going to align together. That's what basically what I'm doing here. Yeah, no much then. So after that, it's now time for me to go over to my sewing machine to attach my pocket. Then I will stitch the cross side for the front and cross side for the back using 1/2 inch, just to join the front side to be on one piece, then back side to be on one piece using 1/2 inch. Look at this video. This is the crotch side. You join the two of them together by right side facing right side to be on one piece, just like I'm doing like this in this video. Join it. Then for the pocket, time for us to fix the pocket. You still go to your sewing machine and stitch this. So listen now. I separated it. Then the 2 pockets is going to go for the one side of the pants, and the other one is going to go for the two other one is going to go for the other side of the pant. Time for us to now fix the pocket. You are going to come down from the waist side, of your pant. You're going to come down by 1 inch. That's what I'm doing like this in this video. Come down by 1 inch. Then place the pocket on top of the 1 inch that you came down from the waist side, just like I'm doing like this. Then you're going to use your pin to hold it down, so it's not going to shift. Yeah, hold it down very, very well to avoid shifting. So after that, you're going to measure down 1/2 inches, making sure the right side of the pocket is facing the right side of your pant. Then measure down 1/2 inches down from that 1 inches from that pocket line. Measure down 1/2 inches. That 1/2 inch side, that is where you start sewing from. Measure down 1/2 inches. Then from that 1/2 inches, come down by 5.5 inches for your pocket opening. 5.5 inches. If it is an adult, you are going to come down by 7 inches, just like I'm doing like this. Then you come in by 1/2 inches to get your straight line. Then this place that you're marking is where you will sew. From the 1/2 inches that you come down from to the 5.5 inches, yeah, marking, go in by 1/2 inches. Then you draw the line facing you, L shape facing you. Then you're going to sew here. Go to your sewing machine. I will sew this now, stitch it down, then stitch my cross side down. Then go ahead with the back. I'm going to close the cross side of the back. Yes, I'm going to the back. I'm going to close this cross side of the back, just like I'm doing like this. I'll close the cross side. I'll do the same thing to the front. I'll close the cross side of the front. Then I'll go ahead and fix my pocket. Like, just sew the two of the pocket. Then I'll come back to tell you what next to do to the pocket, because the pocket is not yet done over, if that makes sense. Okay, so like this, I'll bring back my pocket. I forgot to show you. You have to make your pocket curve to give you that curve to be deeper. Yeah, you make your pocket curve, just curve it like so, just like I doing like this in this video. So I am done now fixing sewing the pocket. Remaining to complete it, I've gone ahead to iron it. Look at the one piece, just like I told you. I've gone ahead to hem it down the crotch side of the 2 piece for the front. if that makes sense, to make it 1 piece. See, I've gonna say, look at what I'm saying. I've stitched the crotch side with 1/2 inches. So right now it's time for me to complete my pocket. It's time for me to complete my pocket. So front side facing the front side of the pocket, align the curved side together, pin it with your pins, just like I'm doing like this in this video. Yeah. So I'm pinning it like so to make sure that it merges together with the one that you have already sewed. Yeah, the curved side, make sure that it merges together, that 2 of them are an equal size. And when you are stitching, please stitch only the pocket. Don't stitch it together with the pants. Stitch only the pocket. Make sure that the curved side are aligned, they aligns together very well. Then you will now sew the up by 1/2 inches, sew the side by 1/2 inches, then the downside by 1/2 inches, then this side, the side by 1/2 inches. The only side that you will not sew is the opening side, that place, that 5.5 inches that you marked. That will be your opening side, where you will chook your hand inside the pocket. So the side that you sew is the side that I just marked. Look at it very well, the up, the side. Then after sewing it, look at the result. I am done with my pocket. I did the same thing at both sides. Look at it, look at my pocket here. I hope you understand so well. So look at it here. I've gone ahead and stitched the crotch side. Is now in 1 piece, just like I seen like this in this video. So right now it's time to join the front and the back together. I've already gone ahead to stitch the back crotch. Is now in 1 piece. So it's time to join the front and the back together. To join the front and the back, you have to just stitch the side of the front and the back, stitch the side with 1/2 inch. Come ahead to the crotch side, come along to the crotch side, then stitch the crotch side with 1/2 inch. Make sure that you're using 1/2 inch to stitch, yeah, with 1/2 inch, just like I'm doing like so. Don't go ahead and hem the down of your trouser. I'll go ahead to my sewing image, stitch the side, stitch the crotch side, and hem the down. And I'll now come and show you the result after this. So right now, guys, I am done. I am done stitching with the side. I am done stitching with the crotch. Yeah, I'm done stitching with the side. So it's now for us to work with the band. Yeah, our waistband. Remember that we're -2 inches when we are cutting. So it's now time for us to replace that 2 inches. Now for me to get your band, you have to measure around the waist of your trouser. Make sure that you measure it very well, so that it's not going to give you a problem while fixing. Measure around the waist of your trouser. After measuring it out, you're going to cut it down in a piece. Yeah, after measuring that, cut it down with a piece, adding 1 inch. So look at my band. Yeah, the width is 5 inches. Yeah, the width is 5 inches for the sewing allowance. So right now, I've measured whatever you got at your waist. When you're measuring around your waist, add it 1 inches by the length. Then for the width is 5 inches because of the sewing allowance. So we are going to fold the band like this, front side facing front side. Fold it like this. Yeah. So we are about to create our rope passage where our rope can pass from. Yeah. So you fold it like this. After folding it, you are going to come in by 1 inches. You come in by 1 inches, yeah. After coming in, come down by 1/2 inches. Then you draw L line facing you. If that makes sense, yeah. Look at the video, you are going to see what I mean. We're going to draw L line facing you. Yeah, you go in by 1 inch, don't come down by 1/2 inches. That is L line facing you. To make it so neat, to create your rope hole. So you come in by 3/4 inch, 0.75, 3/4 inch, come in by 3/4 inch. Then from that 3/4 inch, you are going to come down by 1/2 inches. Then I'll draw a yellow line facing the other side. If that makes sense, yeah. Facing the other side. These lines that you draw, that place that you draw line is where you will sew. Yeah, this is the only place you will sew. That 3/4 inch that you left is where your rope is going to pass from. So you're not going to sew there. The lines are where you are going to sew at your sewing machine. Yeah. Make sure that you got it right. Just look at the video, follow the video. You are going to understand what I mean go in by 1 inches, come down by half inches, then 3/4 inch, come down by half inches, and draw L line facing you and L line facing the other side. So now let me go to my sewing machine and stitches and come and show you guys how it looks. Look at what I mean. This place that the line is where you will sew. So I am done sewing it. Look at it. I am done sewing. I am done sewing. So look at what I did in this video. We are going to fold it like so. You open it up, fold it like so to attach it to your waist. To your waist, yeah. To attach it to your waist, to your pant waist, if that makes sense. Yeah. You will see the opening, that opening that we just made. That is why you added 1 inches that time that we are measuring the length. The length, yeah. So this is the opening that we made. This is where our rope is going to pass from. Yeah, this is the opening. That 3/4 inch that you did not sew, that is the opening. If you can see it like this. So it's now time for us to fix it to the waist, to the pants waist. Yeah, it's time for us to fix it to the waist of the pants. So let's dive straight to the waist of the pants. So now the opening side, you are going to place it. You are going to place it facing the front piece of your pants. That place that you have your rope opening, you're going to place it facing the front piece of your pants, if that makes sense. Just like I'm doing in this video, do you see it? And you're going to use your pin and pin it down. Make sure that you pin it down. This is where your rope is going to pass from. So you make sure that the opening of the band is facing the front pant of your trouser. Just like you're seeing like this in this video. So let's pin it down all around. Pin all this down. Just like I'm doing like this in this video. Pin it down. Then I'll go ahead to my sewing machine and sew it. Then I'll come and show you. So I'm done sewing here. Look at the result. So at the you will see the opening side at the front. Look at it here. You see, this is where your rope is going to pass out from. Yeah, this here. At the back, I open 1 inch for me to pass my elastic. Yeah, after passing my elastic, I'm going to close it down. So this is my elastic. How to get your elastic is your waist. You minus 4 inches from your waist, your round waist. So that to get your elastic, minus 4 inches from your round waist. Make sure that you minus 4 inches from your round waist to get your elastic. So it's right now time for me to fix my elastic. I'm done fixing the elastic. You can see the results here. Look at it. Yeah, it's coming out so fine. Really? So I'm done fixing the elastic. So it's now time for me to create my rope casing. Remember that we have the opening at the front for where the rope will pass from. So it's now time for you to create your rope casing. So you drew a line like so. That opening side, you drew a line on the top and a line on the downside of the pant, just like I'm doing like this in this band, in this video. Lord, drew a line. You stitch all around the waist to create a casing for the rope, where the rope is going to pass from. So for my rope width, I measure the rope width 1.5 inches by width, then the length, any length that you want. Then go ahead and fold it, stitch it down to form your rope. Then you now use your safety pin, create the rope casing, then use your safety pin and pass it around the waist. Okay, my darling, while fixing while making your casing, make sure that you always draw it. Draw the waist very well to make your casing, because if you do not draw your waist, the rope is not going to pass by. Draw it while sewing to make the casing. Always draw it to make the casing very well. So I am done here. I've already gone ahead and fixed my rope. So this is the final result. If you have watched up to this extent, please don't forget to comment, subscribe, and share to your neighbors. You can use this tutorial to sew for both an adult and for children. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. Love you guys. See you guys in my next video. Bye. Look at my client rocking it. The mom loves it so much. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you for watching. See you guys in my next video. Love you. Bye.